Good morning, LinkedIn. Rob Stevenson here with another Monday motivation video. And look, today I want to call out something that I think we might all start feeling a little bit. And we've been running really fast in the last 3 weeks. This is the fourth week of lockdown really in the UK. And I think we're going to enter or start to enter a slightly difficult phase where after running so hard and so fast and adapting so quickly to whatever challenges we're facing, and they're all very different for a lot of us, we're going to start to realize actually we're in this for the long haul. And then the idea of this new normal sets in, and that can feel really overwhelming. It can feel really, really difficult because the adrenaline and the pace and the realization are all coming to a point where we're like, oh, this is our life now. It's, our children are going to be here for the next, however many weeks. Our isolation, if we're on our own, is going to set in. And I think we're going to start to feel potentially a little bit overwhelmed. And there's this fourth wave of health impact that I'm starting to see graphics being posted on, which is the longer term mental health, burnout, psychological impact of Corona. And my job is to inspire you to help flatten that curve, to help take a breath. Because look, this is normal to feel a little bit overwhelmed right now. We all do it. I'm feeling it, everybody around me is feeling it, and it's okay. We're in this together, and that is really meaningful. We are in this together. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, or as we go through the Easter period, you start to feel overwhelmed, just take a breath again. And I keep advising you to do that, but take a breath. It's okay, and it's okay to feel a little bit like everything is getting on top of you. We can do this together, we can do this collectively. And a positive frame of mind and a little bit of perspective is really helpful. So if you're starting to feel like that, it is okay. All right? It is okay. So I think another thing that's really helpful to do in this period is to let go of the comparisons. I'm starting to see a bit of a response to this. So for example, the best thing that I've cooked in the last 3 weeks is a fish pie, and it was a really, really bland, average fish pie. It was healthy and it was nutritious and it had fish in it, but it ain't going to win any awards. I haven't had the time to do that. I've been a decent father, but an average one at best. I haven't had the time to be hugely creative of the things that we're doing with my children. I've kicked a football around. I've rode my bike on our driveway with my children. And I'm okay with that because what I've had to do is adapt really quickly to what I'm doing and retool how I work and do this sort of stuff to get my message out there. So we're all got different priorities on our time. But I think looking at what other people are doing with their time now on social is not helpful. Some of us have the gift of time, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Some of us, our time is squeezed. I have never been busier personally, and many of us are like that. So if we can use social media and digital for connection as opposed to comparison, that will be really, really helpful too. I think one thing that I'm seeing is good for all of us is the power of music. And for me, I've really got back into just listening to my DJ music and over this weekend, and I felt really uplifted because of that. Now, music's really personal, and musical style and choice and taste is really personal. But I think actually, whatever music means for you, now is a good time to re-establish your relationship with it if you're not doing so already. Because there's something very special about music that keeps you in the moment, quietens your thoughts, takes you to a different place. So do something musically, listen to some new music, listen to some old music that you love, play some music, create some music. So a bit of a fun post I put out there on Saturday. On Thursday, as we break up for the Easter weekend at 4 p.m, I'm going to live stream a DJ set. And as I say, musical tastes are highly individual, so I can't promise you're going to like it, but there's going to be some links that you can come and listen to what I'm going to put out. And my idea is to do that coming together DJ set 4 p.m. every Friday normally. So if it goes well, I'll do that as a regular. So finally, I'd like to talk about heroes. And I'd like to talk about two different groups of heroes. Firstly, our furloughed heroes. So those people who have been asked not to work while this crisis is resolved, to basically save businesses economically, and the government is supporting businesses to do that. Now, many of us, and many of you that are furloughed will be on a reduced income. Everybody that is furloughed will be having to redefine their sense of purpose. So if this is you, first of all, I want to thank you for all you're doing. And it's a really important job that you're doing. You are sacrificing your ability to go out there and do your job for a period of time to save our economy. So first of all, thank you. Secondly, treat this as a massive opportunity. You've been given the gift of time. So if you want to cook a better fish pie than I did yesterday, then use that time. If you want to learn a language, if you want to just reconnect with some of those old hobbies that you used to have. So treat it like an opportunity. Set yourself some goals, and whatever the position you're in, just try and look for the positives in that, and know that when you come back, you'll come back stronger, and you'll come back as a more fuller, enriched human being because you've used that time well. And then finally, this is really important, I think, is the other heroes that are out there, our key workers across all sectors, are people that are feeding us, are people that are keeping our economy going, but in particular our NHS and health workers. So I'm wearing blue this morning to signify my support for the NHS. And over the weekend, I got a few people to think about putting the blue heart on their LinkedIn profiles to signify support for our NHS heroes. And as we see this crisis deepen and unfold, and more people become hospitalised, like our Prime Minister actually, our heroes in the NHS are going to be stretched more and more. So if you feel able and comfortable, I invite you to have that heart on your LinkedIn profile, join a movement of people supporting the NHS visibly. And talking of which, one of the other things that I'm going to do, if I can raise a little bit of funds, are to cut this really unruly mess of hair into a Mohican, a Mohawk style on the 1st of May. I'm going to do that live, so I'm going to put a link to my fundraising page, which is to support the NHS as well. So listen to me, LinkedIn, it's Monday. We might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. Let's do this. We can do this together. It's okay if we are feeling that, and let's celebrate our heroes. Thank you.